Point Nemo is arguably one of the most dangerous areas to ever exist on Earth. Point Nemo is, well, a point in the South Pacific Ocean located between New Zealand and South America, or I guess Chile if you zoom in. And more to the south of it is Antarctica. Now, what makes Point Nemo so dangerous? Well, you see, Point Nemo is the most remote place on Earth, far from any land. You would think it is some sort of island, but no. Point Nemo is not a small island or a buoy, or a flag. None of these are it. Point Nemo is just a set of coordinates in the middle of nowhere. It's really just pure, dark, unknown ocean, which makes it more terrifying if you really think about it. Visiting is of course not a good idea. I mean, you probably can't even visit if you wanted to, unless you have your own boat, like a yacht or something. Then good luck with that trip. And yes, it's true. You're closer to ISS, the guys orbiting space, than anyone on Earth, about 400 km away, or 250 miles away. But it's not like they're gonna see you from down there. But let's just say you woke up with nothing but your clothes at Point Nemo on a buoy. Now there's many different types of buoys, but let's go with the bright red pillar buoy to up your chances. Without a light on top, like most usually have, just to make it more difficult, even though it's already bad. Also, these things are huge. I didn't know they were this big. Anyways, all you see is ocean. Everywhere you face is just water with nothing on the horizon. Good and bad news. The good news is that New Zealand and South America are not the closest landmass, but closer is oh my god! Island, a small tropical island up north. Bad news, it's 1,670 miles away, which is about 93,000 basketball courts lined up. Wow, okay, so that's not gonna happen. Since you have no compass, it's pretty hard to tell which way to go, unless you can reach stars. What about planes? Yes, some airplanes do fly around the Point Nemo area, but most do avoid it just in case a plane has to make an emergency landing. Also, just like the ISS, they would not see you down there, due to the flight altitude being around 40,000 or 30,000 feet in the air. Some lower, some higher, but nobody's gonna be looking down at the ocean. Everyone, except pilots, are either sleeping or watching movies, or drinking champagne. So the plane plan is most likely not gonna work. So let's talk about boats. This one you have a chance because of a thing called the ocean race, a race where a few people race around the world, happening every 4 years, just like the World Cup. And would you look at that, Point Nemo is a destination they cross. Oh wait, I said every 4 years. That's not enough time. So let's forget that now. If we're talking about large ships like cargoes or sometimes tankers, they pass through but rarely, and most of them avoid the area due to its isolation and the currents and heavy storms, causing rough seas and rain. Now swimming isn't an option and never was going to be an option due to the coldness of the Pacific. The water would sometimes be under 10 degrees, and even if you did try to swim, you wouldn't make it too far, and you would just die from hypothermia. I forgot to tell you what the weather is like here. An average day at Point Nemo is 12 degrees. This means you would have to deal with the cold, windy weather during the day and especially at night. That's bad. Don't jump in the water and keep yourself dry as possible. So stay put on the buoy. Now we gotta talk about thirst since this is number one. Drinking the ocean water is not a good idea due to the amount of salt water in it causing your body to dehydrate even more. Scooping a cup of water contains 9 or 8 grams of salt. The best option for almost clean water is the rain. Apparently rainwater is bad to drink, but based on the scenario, it's better to drink it rather than seawater. Humans can survive weeks without food. It's water that you need to focus on. You just wait and hopefully a storm comes. When it does, cup your hands and drink up. But watch out for those waves too. And hang on to dear life to that boy. And try not to fall off. After hopefully surviving the storm, if there's any, you got the method on thirst. Let's talk about food now. No, it's not possible for you to get fishes due to many animals avoiding the area because there's nothing around, like always. And even if you do find fishes by some miracle swimming past, then good luck trying to catch them. You might get lonely fast, but if you want to see some life, you would have to go to the seafloor in this darkness. Animals you would see are small crabs and bacteria. And since diving 13,000 feet is not possible, your best choice on food is just to starve. This also depends on your body and age, so the common length is most likely 3 weeks. And yes, it will be really lonely. Just wait it out. You have 3 weeks until help comes. And let's pray a plane or boat sees the bright red buoy. Here's the breakdown. Don't drink water, only rainwater. Try not to waste your energy, screw the food, just starve. Don't leave the buoy. At nighttime, sleep in a position you won't fall off. You know, I bet the view of the stars are amazing due to no light pollution. So that's a plus. Just don't look at the ocean, it's pitch black. And most importantly, don't fear or lose hope. Even though it feels hopeless, all you can really do is sit down and wait it out. Just think of all the good memories you had. It's okay to feel sad, even though your chances of seeing the world again are 1% or under. I mean, at least it's not 0%. Alright, that's enough. Dying from dehydration and losing your mind is a bad way to go. Let's try to get out of this place. Look around and try to find a piece of metal loose enough to pull off from the buoy. Now, polish the metal with anything. Scratching it with your nails, or rubbing it against the buoy, or use your teeth. Do anything to try to get rid of that red paint. It might hurt, but this is life and death. Do this until you see something that shines. Do whatever you can to polish it and to make it shiny. Now that you got that shine, you can begin to flash sunlight with the reflection of the sun. Do this when you see something, anything, on the horizon or in the air. If you see something moving and don't know what it is, doesn't matter. Just flash sunlight at it and hopefully, just hopefully, it's a ship coming to pick you up. Yes, that's the whole plan. Something like a cargo. They will see your red buoy and run over you. Nah, I'm joking. They know how to drive, I think. Once they're there, they would send one of their rescue boats, something like this, to send it down to pick you up. Let's go, you survived Point Nemo. Now you can go home and see your loved ones again. Or most likely they would take you to their destination, somewhere in Asia, I don't know. In all aspects, no. Surviving Point Nemo like this is almost impossible. I mean, being on a buoy would give you higher chances, but not too high. Cause if you were placed at Point Nemo with nothing, you wouldn't make it past night and die from hypothermia. So just don't go there, there's really nothing exciting about it. Also, if you did enjoy this video, liking and subbing would help a lot. Thanks. I need some water.